to another build challenge in The Sims 4. Today we're gonna be building a house in The Sims 4 based on this random birdhouse that I found on Pinterest. It's this beautiful 4-story wooden structure that someone built to become a birdhouse, and I thought it would be really fun to try and recreate this in The Sims 4. I'm building here in the Sylvan Glade, which is actually a base game secret world in The Sims 4, so if you do want to figure out how to get here, I have a video of me like traveling here and all that. I'll link that down below, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my shell. So following that reference picture that I had, I'm gonna go ahead and start just building it up for the 4 stories. It's gonna be big. I am a little bit worried about fitting this all on this lot. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot how like narrow this was. Like, how big is this? 15 by 10. It's not even like a 15 by 20 lot. This is tiny. Okay, so I have the base of it. I'm gonna start to build out my bump out. So it kind of goes like this way. I think I am gonna be using half walls too, because a lot of them have different heights. And this is something that I've been trying to like teach myself over the past little bit, is the use of half walls is really powerful in The Sims 4. So I'm doing some actual rooms, some balconies with like lower wall heights than others. And I think I am gonna play into the birdhouse aspect of this. Yes, it's gonna be based around a birdhouse, but I do want an actual sim to live here. Like, I want this to be functional. We can connect them here, like make this small patio right at the front. This is what I've got for my shell so far. I'm gonna start to roof this, which looks intimidating, I know, but like with all of the half walls, I'm only gonna have to roof the places with flooring on it. So like here needs a roof. And for now, I'm just gonna go in without adjusting my angles. I'm just gonna fit them on and we'll adjust later. My entire build process, I swear, revolves around like me not getting overwhelmed. And this is one of my strategies to do that. So very basic, just pulling my roofing across to cover every spot that I need. Actually up here, you know what? I think I could use like a little fence or something. Maybe I'll go in with like a white fence and I can just kind of trace around this part for added detail. There's gonna be a lot of detail on this thing. Like, honestly, I feel like even with my roofing just like that, that doesn't look too bad. I'm kind of debating on using Shift-C on my keyboard and doing a little bit of like a curve. Like, maybe could be cool. I actually don't really know where the front of this is. Literally any part of this could be my front. But now that I know where my roofing wants to go, I'm actually gonna delete them, even though I just put them, I know, kind of counterproductive. But if I put this on here, now I've got the same angle and I don't have to worry about it not like matching up properly. Ooh, wait, that looks really cool with that double roofing part up there. All I did was copy and paste the same roofing piece. It's literally the same thing, just smaller and like put right beside the other one. Okay, now let's go in with our trim. I'm gonna get my roofing details on. The color in this build is a little bit misconstrued because of the heavy pink filter that's on here, but I'm going in with this light blue from Spade. It's like a pale blue siding. And I think for my roofing, I'm gonna go in with this base game scalloped roof. So we're just gonna put that all over. Is this blinding? I kind of don't know. Like, here's my problem. I love the aesthetic that I'm building in here. I love Sylvan Glade. I think it looks so gorgeous, but like, I can't really, I don't know if this is like a lot to be building on the entire time. My eyes are kind of blinded, so I think I'm gonna bring this off of Sylvan Glade. I don't think you can actually live here anyway. So we're gonna take this off. I'm gonna move and we're gonna continue to build there.
3 hours later.
Okay, I have moved to Henford on Bagley. Look how cool this house looks. So I actually did a little bit off camera. I apologize. I really wanted to make sure that this was gonna work out. I moved this around to 4 different lots before finding a final resting place for this build. But let's break down what I did. So this is custom completely. I placed every single one of these. It literally took so long. I would say this probably took me a good like 45 minutes to do. So this is debug. I opened up debug using bb.show hidden objects. I typed in debug in the search menu, and one of the first like wooden plank that shows up is what I used. So this here, and I literally sized this up and raised this up using Control 9 on my keyboard and like raised each one slightly more and turned it so that it looks like these spiral stairs that are like leading into the tree. I feel like we're gonna end up with like Fairest Fory vibes with this house a little bit. Fairest Fory, Fairest Fory, Fairest Fory. And that will tie in really nicely, I think, with like the birdhouse aesthetic. So this is gonna be totally one of those like whimsical fairy builds, I think. Nature witch kind of vibes. So that's what we're rolling with today. I'm gonna go in and get a Realm of Magic window. I've been waiting to use this because it's gonna bring together the whole birdhouse vibe immediately. There's these circle windows from Sims 4 Realm of Magic, and I want to put them on the front of my house. And normally I avoid these. I don't really like the circular shape of them. They're just really large. But for this is gonna be perfect. I also had a few bump outs that I wanted to make sure were not exposed and just like hanging over there because I didn't want to fill this thing up with a bunch of columns. So what I did is I used some cats and dogs corbellers from Cats and Dogs and I put them right underneath to kind of look like they're holding that up. That's what I like to do if I ever have like an awkward bump out that I don't want to put columns under. I feel like it looks like it's holding it up with some support. Actually, I can see this being a little overhang. So I'm gonna grab some columns. We can make this a little bump out patio. And then we get some like cottage living vines over the front too. I'm trying to see how it would look if I changed some of my half walls to fences. Those spandrels are really bringing it together on the patios. A little bit of extra landscaping. I've got my columns. I used this window here that I've been really into lately from laundry day. It's funny because I still feel kind of hesitant to do more landscaping because I'm still a little bit hopeful that I could get this on the Sylvan Glade, but I'm gonna come back out here after to do the landscaping, but I really want to get inside and start to clutter. So this build is a tricky one because it definitely looks a lot bigger than it actually is. Like on the inside, it's very tall and narrow. It definitely looks like I would have a lot more room than I actually do. That actually looks so cute on the inside, like those little plants. I think I'm definitely gonna use ladders for this build. I don't want to add too many stairs or anything. I don't want it to look too messy. So I'm using this cottage living wood. Let's grab our ladders. When we walk in, I want this to be a living room. So downstairs will be like seating, maybe a little reading area. I need a wallpaper that's gonna match the vibe. I think cottage living could be really cute. Our sim that's gonna live here loves nature. They love the outdoors. Maybe they actually moved here from the Sylvan Glade. That could make sense with our whole like video, I guess. Let's say the sim moved from the Sylvan Glade, or even better yet, maybe they traveled there and then after they traveled there, their life was forever changed. Wait, okay, the story continues to develop. Here's what happened. Here's what led to this house being built. Okay, bear with me. So maybe one day this sim was out traveling around. Somehow they just came across this magical tree in Willow Creek. And after a long, reckless night of partying, this sim decided they would start talking to this tree. People were walking by, totally judging, being like, look at this sim. Why are you talking to this tree? You're insane. But this sim was determined. They felt a connection with that tree. Hear me out. All of a sudden, the sim woke up out of their drunken slumber in the middle of a pink forest. We're gonna maybe say that this sim was very into like the wild party nightlife before, and after this trip, they rediscovered nature. They changed their lives for the better. And now, now we've got, after all that, this beautiful house. That's my story, I'm sticking to it. So this is how my kitchen turned out. I'm going for that very cluttered feel. I want it to be cozy and warm toned. I'm using the lights from Journey to Batu, actually. Like, they're giving off this very warm glow, which I like. I also just did this bathroom right here, super simple. This is gonna be just like a guest bathroom, I think, and then I can do another one maybe upstairs. And outside, I did this really cute balcony with a chess table. City Living has this chess table, which has some really pretty detail on it. Like, it kind of looks like that. I really like it. So I put that on my balcony. And I'm also currently working on this little area here. So I'm trying to get stuff like into these laundry day windows, which is kind of annoying, but it's really cute when it happens. I'm thinking I might just put some like plants in there. You can see outside this window, there's like little gardening pots. So maybe they enjoy gardening in their spare time as well. Yeah, I feel like the plants don't look as weird in there. So I was going to do like a whole ottoman seating situation, but I think I'm just gonna clutter that whole area up with plants. And I also did some little hanging plants over here so that you can see them from outside the window. So I want to try and do that again. Like, I put this right here so that you could kind of see through and those hanging plants would be there. I think I'm gonna do that for the windows upstairs too, like the rounded windows. I think that could be a really cute addition to this house. I need to go and work on the bedroom on the 3rd floor, I think. And then I have one more top floor, which I don't really know what I'm gonna do up there yet. So for my bedroom, I was kind of thinking about using these here from Tiny Living. Oh, those are from Movie Hangout. Okay, so I was thinking about using those with the curtains from the Blooming Rooms kit, maybe right over top like that. And then from the outside, you're gonna see those hanging little plants. That looks so cute. My bed, I've been using Outdoor Retreat quite a bit because they have that super cute like wooden detailing on the bed, and the chairs like this one here. I wish we had more furniture pieces with like that kind of wooden detail. And then I'm thinking Realm of Magic has like the style of bedroom stuff that I want. So I think I might use this dresser here and maybe put it over here. And I think they have a really pretty mirror too. So we could use this mirror. I'm gonna put that maybe in the corner. As long as I have one tile available for my ladder, it'll be functional and it'll be fine. I love these frames. I Okay, this is my favorite frame in the game. I just really wish I didn't have to put Guidry in every single one. Like, I wish I could change this and there was like a different picture for like each one maybe, you know, because I don't really want you to be in my bedroom winking at me every single time. I just don't. You know what I mean? Or better alternative, there's 2 pictures of him. Maybe one of them perhaps could have not been him. But anyway, here's what I ended up doing for my bedroom. I feel like it's come along quite nicely. We have this little laundry day ottoman over to the side. I added a little bit more clutter on top of my dresser, and this thing here, which I used from laundry day, I always forget about this item, but I put that there in the corner, and I have one more room to do, and here's what I'm thinking. Since the sim kind of recovered from their wild, crazy nightlife lifestyle, maybe upstairs we could do something that like keeps their attention instead of doing that. Or what we could do for the top floor, since I still need a bathtub or a shower or something, I could go like all out for this. Let's make it like such a big deal. I want it to be like a sanctuary that we're gonna build for this sim. So we can do like these. We can do like a big mirror leaning against the wall here with like hanging plants on both sides, and this can be a little sanctuary where our sim can come upstairs and relax. I normally kind of like cheap out on my bathrooms because honestly I'm a little bit sick of the items that we've got, but every once in a while I like to kind of go all out with our bathrooms. So maybe we'll do those in the corner. That actually looks really good. And I need a rug, like a little bath mat. Even though that's not the most ideal bath mat, I still think it looks cute. And then on the other side, I'm thinking I could do the same counters, but this is where my sink could go. Or better yet, Cottage Living actually has a built-in one that kind of looks like it's on counters. I want to do a half wall right here so I can separate my spot for the toilet. Maybe since it's the top floor and a bathroom, I can put some actual curtains on here. So we'll use these for movie hangout, and I'm gonna put them both on both sides. And I think directly in the middle, I might put an ottoman just so I can put like towels or something on it. Or does that look weird? I don't know. There's this here, which is actually a seat. That is from Dream Home Decorator. I'm thinking about putting that there with some base game towels on it. I don't really know how I feel about it as an ottoman. It's a little bit square for me. I don't know. What do you guys think? But these are the towels that I wanted to put on there. That plus even just these little ones from Spa Day. See, I think that's really cute. This is what our bathroom is turning out like. Maybe I can put a picture right there or a mirror. That looks cute. So I'm gonna do the last final touches. I'm gonna finish off this build, and we're gonna do a walkthrough with a sim that I have made for this house in the same aesthetic, the sim that I'm picturing living here. So I'm gonna leave this as is, and let's go do the walkthrough. This is how our cute little birdhouse fairy home turned out. I love this lighting. Look at that. Oh my god. Oh, okay. We'll just keep it there. That lighting looks beautiful. That is alien abduction chaos, end of the world. Moving on. This is a sim that I made for this house. Her name is Madeline Dove. I also did a whole bunch of extra landscaping, adding those pink vibes that I wanted from the Sylvan Glade backstory that we had for this house. And we have a visitor, of course, because the welcome wagon. But let's go through the front door. Oh no. Oh no, I forgot the mailbox. Oh, that's embarrassing. Hold on. You all saw nothing, okay? Anyway, going through the front door, this whole house might be a little bit small, but I think our sim is gonna fit in it just fine here. Upstairs, our dining space actually has quite a bit of room. Our sim seems to be enjoying her new house. I also added a lot of the firefly decor down below. When I went back in to do the landscaping, I felt like I definitely needed to have a magical vibe, so I added those everywhere. Literally, they're all over the place. It's kind of funny that on the outside you can see the stairs that lead to literally nothing, but I do think it adds quite a cool aesthetic, especially with this whole like plant window bench. I love this. Imagine reading a book here. Super cozy little bedroom that we've got here. I hope our sim is comfy. And then finally, we've got the bathroom. Wasn't really intending on having this room be a bathroom, but look how freaking cozy this is. I think the windows are such a highlight of this build. Our sim is just playing around, gonna probably take a nap in the bathtub. Even the details on the windows, this build is just very magical. So that's it for our bird-inspired 4-story home shell build in The Sims 4. I hope you guys enjoyed. You can find this house on the gallery under Sydneymacoretta, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.